And people, we are here. Well, it's the new people right now. Today, Shay took off. I took off a couple weeks. The rookie filled in. This time, Shay takes off. The rookie fills in. It's become the three of us. Look at it. You got your Jack Packers, you got your Knoxxers, and you got what the hell is her crew?
Oh, it's called the Sawyer Squad now.
The Sawyer Squad.
Originally, it was called the Sawyer Circle, and then she came up with a whole nother name.
Like Sawyer Circle better.
Well, of course you do, because it came from me. Oh, that's why I was the creative genius on that. But she came up with the Sawyer Squad, but she'll be back next week. And I feel like to use a wrestling term, we've become the Freebirds, where or
the New Day.
Oh, the New Days, if we can use a modern, because a lot of people don't know who the freaking
Freebirds are. Yeah,
they're
idiots.
Yeah,
but welcome to MTV's. Well, in this case, Unpopular Reviews. MTV The Challenge Ride or Die Review Show. If you just seen it, comment below and let us know. Like I said, Shay is not here today. She was like, can we just go and double up next week? And I was like, well, there's Jack, and let's see what Jack's doing. And he said, hey, I'm gonna throw on my Sonic the Hedgehog shirt that matches my Sonic the Hedgehog headphones, and I'm going to come here and find some Fireball. Well, the same blue. The blue matches the upset blue in there.
Well, I just to throw real quick, everyone knows I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Frontiers came out this week, and I feel like I want to represent my blue boy. This guy has been a big part of my childhood, hence why, if you look back here, if you can see, you have Mario and Sonic fighting, and just to throw it out, Sonic is winning. So I had to put on the Sonic the Hedgehog to represent the blue boy.
Well, Sonic would beat Mario in a fight.
Absolutely.
But we both know who's the most popular video game of all time is.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Mario's just been around longer. Let's not do that.
Mario Brothers is the most popular video game.
Did you ever beat that back in the day?
I beat Mario Brothers. I've never beat Sonic.
Oh, really?
But Sonic? I stopped beating Mario at Mario Brothers 3.
Okay. Yeah, Mario Brothers 3 was it's honestly, and cheap plug here, it's honestly one of my favorite Mario Brother games, but it is ridiculously hard. To this day, I've never beat it.
Yeah, I'm only beating wrestling games these days. That's all I got time for. What I do have time for tonight was the challenge tonight. It went down, and we got the end, which is the zone. We call it the pit around here. And we saw some different things happen. So Michelle and Jay won this. A little history lessons for you, rookie here.
Please.
A couple seasons back, Jay got thrown in 5 weeks in a row.
Oh, that's awful.
And he beat the likes of Bananas. He beat CT, and he beat Darrell. We're talking about three of the best. Probably the three I just named are the best challengers, males in the history of the game. And Bananas, Darrell, and CT. He beat them all. Went up against Fessy. I'm sorry, Facel.
Make sure you get his name right. Yes.
Facel. And what a good old fashioned one of the fan favorite games. It's like you gotta get the ball in the hole in the middle. You gotta stop him from getting in, and he got slammed and was just delirious. And they took him out the contest because he was physically unfit to continue. So when they're talking about Jay going and Jay and Michelle winning tonight, they were all scared for a reason. You saw the competition. You saw how they swam, how they canoed. It was amazing. So they get
impressive.
They get to that point, and of course, everybody's scared. Right. And I'm watching, as you're watching this competition where they had to swim out to the water, get the piece, come back with the piece, get their partner swim out to get the piece to the boat, come back, and they got to take the rowboat where only one's rowing in this canoe that's a lot lower how they described it than other boats, across the lake and get the pieces and come back, put the pieces and puzzle together. And from there, that's the competition from this week. I thought it was a great competition. I laughed at Veronica's. Being a roly-poly, and
she was the one swimming wrong, correctly? Because obviously
you're going backwards. You're going backwards.
Honestly, I gotta give him a lot of props in this challenge because honestly, I want to say this was not one of my favorite challenges, but I give him props on it as someone who cannot swim. So seeing these guys who were in the water, because I know, and I sat here and said, TJ, huh?
Can you canoe?
I think I could row. I mean, I don't know if I would be going anywhere, but I think I could do that.
row your boat. Yeah,
There we go. Yeah, yeah. No, that was tremendous, and I appreciate that completely. I wish you understand. You know, I appreciate jokes like that. But seeing these individuals in the water, I said, well, I give him props because I think TJ just have a sick mind when he comes up with these creative these challenges. I said, I don't know what your fetish is, dude, but it's really messed up. And seeing them do these things. And it seemed like this challenge was going on for a long period of time, too. Right? Okay. I thought it was just me.
Like 3 commercial breaks to get through this challenge. Okay. I was with you on that one. Okay. They didn't get back to the house until like 8:45.
Right. So, like, also too, when you think about that, and I love how you just brought that up, how it was like 3 commercials, right? Usually there's this challenge, and then they're like at this little club like area and everything like that. We didn't get that in this episode.
We didn't get that in this episode. Where that was typically what happens is after the challenge, the daily challenge.
Yep.
They download and they go out and party. Yeah. And that's where a lot of the politicking starts also.
Yes.
This time they didn't do that. So wonder why. I remember last season because of COVID, they had their own club. And this episodes we've seen before, they've gone to a place. So I wonder why they didn't do that this episode. But they've done that time to time where they haven't gone out. I guess it was a lot of drama because of who they picked on the board. So as we were leading to you get Michelle and Jay winning, and the teams they picked this week were just.
I heard that, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but because when it was like they picked those 4 teams, they were like this. I remember an episode you did, and Cap was here, and you was talking about like Fessy and saying like your name's supposed to be decision maker, and he's like, you're not a good decision maker.
No,
this team came off really pretty much like they didn't know what they were doing. When I mean picking the teams in there, because I mean, granted, maybe there's a lot of things I miss. So they were talking about John Bananas and Nani, and they were like, why didn't y'all put them in there? But you put all these other teams that had nothing to do. But I know like some teams that they put in there, they were putting because they never interacted with anyone. Someone like Kim and Colleen. I think it's Colleen, right? Or is that his whole name?
Yeah, that's Colleen. Okay. No, his name is Kim, and then Colleen was the chick.
Okay, I wanted to be sure because I thought I just like fused them. But like I know they don't interact with a lot of people. They pretty much, and in the last challenge, I mean, I was throwing out how, I love this team because you know, Kim was really holding his own. But a lot of people felt like in that household, like, wow, why did you pick these people instead of that?
Right. That's what a lot of people were saying. Like that week before, Bananas and Nani throw you in. But you don't throw Jay and Michelle, don't throw Nani and Banana in. They throw in Darrell and Veronica, which was rightfully so. They came to the game late, right? Plus Darrell. I'm looking at this. Same thing with Jordan, with Anissa. Same thing with Veronica and Darrell, who I picked Darrell. They're not going to win. They're escaping by because of who they are. Veronica, as you saw, roly-poling in the water. Okay. And you don't know nothing about Anissa. Anissa has a lot of heart, but you see her. Let's just be honest here. She was just competing on the All-Stars where she should be. That's the older people, like myself. When you got this guy right here, first of all, his name is Kim. And Colleen Fessel's going to miss them late night floating devices that he laid on so much every night.
Why, he can't swim?
Well, Colleen he didn't need to. From our Fessel. Fettel's gonna miss him.
The flow. Okay. No, I just thought. I just thought he really couldn't swim.
No. But that competition was just really good. It was really. I thought it was a really good competition because it does show that endurance, and it showed it separated the weak from who was not weak, and you saw that who couldn't swim, and that's a very big thing. Swimming is a big thing. Heights is a big thing. Those are things you moving forward as you watch this show. I know you're getting new to it.
Yes,
those are important things that you're going to see in a final that can become important in a final. Your thoughts?
My thoughts, pretty much. I thought it was pretty badass.
Hey,
there she is. She's so great. Hi, greatness. But
it definitely hurt their game.
Huh?
What she said, I said, it definitely hurt their game when Jay and Michelle got power because they didn't use it right. It's one of the things I love the most was Jordan and the confession, not the confession, when they interrogate him.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? This is exactly the move you got to make. No one trusts you because you're from Survivor and you put people who put you in, you don't put in.
Right.
You put 4 random names, including your friend. Okay, with
Matter-
Laurel and Jack with 2 Ks. Go ahead. I can't stand that guy, by the way.
Who you can't
I
stand?
can't stand Jack. No, not you, not bad guy Jack, not the Jack Packers, but the Jack in this game with 2 Ks.
I want to be referred as the Grand Poobah.
The lip injection.
Oh no, I wanted to be sure because I was kind of
every time I see him, I just see lip injections. I don't see nothing else.
Oh, I might have to look this guy up. But
Laurel's partner, the one with the pink hair, the one who said I'm hurt by you choosing me.
He was so hurt.
He was really so hurt.
He was so.
He was so hurt.
He was really really bothered by it. He couldn't even make eye contact, and even when they were like, you guys gonna say anything? Do you have a question? Like that was them, right? When they were like, do you have even like a question?
Yeah, it's like you got a question?
Yeah, like you brought me here. Do you have any why did you do that? Any follow-ups about that? You was talking about that challenge, that particular challenge.
Yeah.
Like I said, it wasn't one of my favorite challenges, but it was still pretty BA to me because as a guy who cannot swim, and when you look at all the stuff that you had to do it wasn't even just swimming, the canoeing and doing all these things and just grabbing the piece. And I like I said, not my favorite, but it was cool. It was all right. I might change my mind tomorrow, but like right now, live, I was like, oh, this is not one of my favorite challenges.
Well, just watching, like I said, watching Veronica floater in the water where she did. And I'm a huge Darrell supporter and fan. And I also said that when you came in to replace me at one time, I said, go for Darrell. But I said I didn't like, but I also said I hate his partner, Veronica. And it's because I think as the game has gone on for 20 plus years,
sure,
I don't feel like Laurel's one of the few women. There's the other few like Carl Maria, there's Tori, who haven't been there as long as the other women. So I mean, something like let's take Tori's name off the list. I'm talking about guys and girls who have done 15 plus years in this show. And for some reason, the girls
almost
do
like
not come back. The girls just don't come back in shape, if I can say. And that's kind of like you see Bananas as he gets older, he's still working out. He's still, this is a competition.
Just keeping himself.
I look at Veronica. I look at Anissa, and I'm just like, Anissa has always been kind of not exercisey. I'm being very choice in my words here, people. You know what I'm saying? But Laurel is a beast, and Laurel has everybody scared. But when you look at her partner, I mean, does Jack scare anybody? I mean, that's my Amber. I like Amber, but Jack, I mean, who's Jack scaring?
I don't like this Jack slander as a part of
Jack. Look, Jack. We got Jack on the screen. Literally, Jack.
Oh, I did it all wrong. I meant to go on this side. I don't like the slander on Jack. I think he is intimidating.
He's gone.
Huh?
He's gone now.
Oh, well, you know what they say. Hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back no more.
Yeah, I know.
Rude.
That's tremendous. What else did you got here for us, Mr. Knoxxx?
Well, I just want to go back from just last week because I wasn't here.
Sure,
I had some things going on.
Please.
And it's very important that I will never there's things I always make fun of. Shay would tell you that. I'm always going to make fun of Faisal. I'm going to make fun of Josh forever. You don't know Josh yet. But this guy.
Oh, he can't get it up. Yeah, I know this guy. He can't get it up. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Miss Sawyer had a way with words with this guy. He can't get it up, and I had to figure out what show I was reviewing. I was like, can't get it up, and he looked horrible on that, and it was awful. I was here for that. The rookie, aka the Grand Poobah of UPR, was here to review that, and he couldn't get it up. He kept trying to get up his girl, and this sounding even worse.
It's okay. It's okay. No, guys, if a girl tells you that it's okay and you can't get it up, she's lying.
Yeah, she's pretty much saying it's okay, leave, get out.
And left they did. But we fast forward to this week's pit, and Jordan.
Someone can get it up.
Well, yeah. Well, Jordan and Anissa did a good job. And the one thing I want to point out is I used to hate Jordan when he first started on the show.
Oh.
I didn't know him from the show, from the world where he came from. So I didn't like that he came in so cocky when he did.
Okay.
And over the years,
Okay.
He is one of the best competitors I've ever seen on any competition show. You hear him saying, "I got one arm. I don't know how to word this, but don't worry about it. We're going to figure this out."
Right.
And in the very next clip, you just see him rowing this boat, and Anissa's just sitting there saying, and she's tearing up, and I'm literally watching this, damn near in tears myself, as I'm getting all my cry duckets ready, because tomorrow we're going to go see Black Panther. All right, I got.
Oh, you're going to see it tomorrow?
I'm
nice.
going to see it tomorrow at 3, and I'm going to see it Saturday at 5:30. So by the time Sunday rolls around, and Unpop Review gives you guys the spoiler review of Wakanda Forever, I would have seen it twice. So no excuses why y'all can't check in and check it out once. But as I'm watching it, I'm really tearing watching Jordan like in amazement, and no excuses.
Right.
He just keeps it going, and he knows he has a shitty partner. he know, and that's just me. I like when he said, "Oh, I'm here to help her win." Well, you know you're not gonna win with her. You gotta play one hell of a game. She has to get lucky and get by. Because truth be told, this is my opinion. If it comes to a final, she will not finish.
She will choke.
She just won't finish. These finals are so grueling,
right?
You know. But as Sawyer said here, it's very inspiring,
right,
to see what he does. To me, that was the best part of tonight's show. To me, was watching Jordan do that, seeing him swim like that. Happy for Tori and my man Devin coming in second place. Won their heated one, but they lost to Michelle and Jay. But again, those 40 names that Michelle and Jay picked. You got Jarrell and Veronica. You got Colleen and Kim, and then you throw in Jack and Laurel. For whatever reason, you throw in Jack and Laurel, and who was the fourth team they threw in there? I remember.
I wouldn't.
Jordan and Anissa.
They
threw in Jordan and Anissa in there as well, and it just didn't seem right. It just, how do you pick this? How does Nani and Banana skate by, right? And so it was a very, very bad.
But I think that comes from because something Johnny said. And it might have been a little bit after. And I remember he said something about buttering their balls, which sounds very gruesome. Sounds very out there. I didn't know what was going on.
Balls.
Yeah. He loved balls. Okay, cool. Right, no judgment. But he knows the game, and he probably found a way, because I know for him it was some earlier in the game he even had a concern about them winning, because he said,
he said, we put them in last week. Yeah, we're going.
He knew because he knows the game. And for him to I don't know how he was able to master and figure out a way to. Yeah, I said the same thing. Sawyer.
Sawyer squad.
So squad. But he just knew a way, and it was amazing that he was able to avoid that, because everyone kept saying, "How could you not?" Because I know for myself, and I don't mean to just go like further from the game, but when someone did me wrong, I try to find a way. If I did a game, if I was playing some kind of board game, I was going after that person because you did me dirty. And they're like, "You fools, these guys did this to you." But whatever. It just showed that their mindset was dumb.
I could not agree with you on that anymore, but I will say this. Okay. I didn't want to see Darrell leave, although I don't think Darrell's going to win. I didn't want to see Jordan leave, although I don't think Jordan and them are going to win. To me, it was yet again what this show does, and they say every week, power moves. They still pick on the week when it matters the most. And you get out the people in this game that don't have alliances, who doesn't have friends. They can't get you back. And yet Colleen and Kim took the bullet. I think that was like the third week in a row they had been down there.
It might have been. Yeah. I believe it is because
they had their
I keep interrupting you. I apologize.
No,
I've been meaning to work on this.
Don't do that.
Okay. All right, cool. I'll keep doing it.
Please. But I do it all the time. Trust me, it's okay.
But no, I was going to say, because you mentioned that, and I agree that they have probably been there, because at this point they were not even surprised. It was like, oh, all right.
They're the rookie team. They don't have alliances. She was a pretty face. He wasn't getting over anywhere in the building. The only saving grace they had was that she was sleeping with Fessel, whatever the hell, Messy Fessy. That's always going to be his name, Messy Fessy. Okay. Decision maker, my ass. Was a dummy.
He made a decision on your ass.
He made a decision on the ass that he was gonna say bye-bye to. You heard him say, "I'm gonna miss my cuddle buddy." All right. And you saw the beginning of the episode, they're all just in there having little kiss sessions everywhere. You know what I mean? Nothing but a big old orgy in the challenge houses.
This show really is like that. I watched the last episode I was watching, and I remember I was actually paying attention, and I looked up and I said, "Wow, there's a lot of like stuff going on."
They were just in room after room, and Jordan, and I didn't say that because I wasn't here last week, but Jordan and Tori hooked up last week. It was like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just got broken engagement off. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this really?
But it's
healthy?
so familiar. But what I feel about that is that it was so familiar for them. It was like, like right. I don't know how long their engagement was broken off and how long and all that stuff. And obviously, she went through a lot because she went and had the counseling and all that stuff. So it was a period of time, but it's still familiar nonetheless.
So this challenge at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ever trying. Just word to the rookie here.
Hi,
Laurel is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like Laurel. I didn't really have a problem with Laurel until she beat this girl we called Ninja Warrior, who was a Ninja Warrior, and it's how she brags and sometimes can come off very mannish. Like she beat this girl, she thought she beat her, she didn't win, and she was like telling her she was doing the whole crotch chop. Suck it. Oh yeah, she was doing all that, and then turn around, she lost. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't do something right. Yeah, I know you probably break your wrist there. You know you need that wrist. Are you lefty or righty when it comes to that? No, don't answer that. Anywho, Laurel coming back is dangerous for Michelle and Jay. Jack coming back is dangerous for Michelle and Jay. And so moving forward, I think it's finally going to heat up and be a better show. I think you're slowly but surely getting rid of those who are not important to the show.
Yeah.
Who at the end of the day, it's a 2-part game. It's part social, it's part the challenges. You got to be social in this game.
That's
now,
true.
How you be social is different. You could be a quiet socialist, you could be an honest socialist, you could be a bullshit artist, but you got to socialize. And so they're weaving out those people who they can't trust. And if you're not talking, I can't trust you. So Colleen and Kim are gone, and on to the next one. So I thought this episode was pretty cool, though.
It was a slower one for me. I think I was like back and forth, but I was kind of sad to see Kim and Colleen go out, but that only stemmed from watching the last episode where Kim was pretty much a beast in that episode, where he
was literally telling that dude how to get it up.
Hey, listen, sometimes you got to help your brothers out.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yeah, he's out there and said, "Look, you gotta don't
pull on your heel. Just don't stop yanking it. Put some weight into it, Johnny."
I don't know. I don't even know where we're going anymore. I'm not even gonna lie. That was that poor who was that? Johnny?
Which one? Who you talking about? Yeah, who the Johnny.
Yeah.
He couldn't get it up.
Yeah. Can't get it up, Johnny.
Update on my MTV Challenge fantasy score.
Here we go.
2 weeks ago, I typed in it tied for 4th. Well, I fell. I'm tied for 18th now. Still in there. And I didn't count this week because Darrell is still here.
There you go.
Everybody I picked is still here. But it's also about not picking them. Did they win a challenge? Did they do this? Did they do that? So I'm skating by at 18. Okay. So, but I'm still in the top 50 percentile. I'm loving this right now. Good little fun game here on Facebook only, which is really weird. I don't know why they made it a Facebook only game. Normally put games on their own, like their own app on MTV page or some stuff like that, and they didn't do that this time. So it was really weird.
It's weird. That's very weird.
So, I like I said, it wasn't the fastest episode, but I liked it. As I'm gonna use a wrestling term, progressively moving the stories from moving on.
And I can agree to that, and I can understand what you mean by that, because like as watching, I'm not so I was telling Shay this before, like reality TV shows back in the day, I was like, for me, it was Flavor of Love. And when you got rid of that first, like maybe 5, 6, 7 girls, and then you got to that main core of girls, that's when you knew the storylines were really kicking in. So I can understand what you mean by right now. Right now we got rid of some of the weaker links. Now we can actually really progress these different stories because now these are going to be the main focus. But I ask you, as someone who don't watch this show, does any other individuals coming in?
I don't know. My favorite line of all lines is "There's always room for Jello." Bill Murray taught me that in Ghostbusters, 1982. So
I
it's more
wasn't
fun.
born.
Yeah, I know. You got an old soul though. But last time I said something positive and trying to be nice, you said you don't know me. You don't talk like that. So I'll
No,
leave it
that's
alone.
not true. No, you told me to like Darrell. I didn't like that, but then I ended up liking Darrell, and I was like, this Knoxxx
I
guy is all right. He gets it. It's almost like he watched his show.
well, I hope so. Darrell, please chime
No,
in.
he seemed like a really good guy. It was unfortunate last week they had him suspended 300 feet in the air, and they know that he don't like
He
heights.
hates it. And that was his first challenge coming back too, and he's in the air, shitting bricks. I wouldn't have did it. There's just certain things I wouldn't do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's just certain things I wouldn't do, and the food is especially one of them when it comes to that. But what?
Nothing. No, that someone in the chat was being rude. Nothing. Don't listen to her.
I like that shirt she got on. Nice profile picture there on your YouTube.
Don't compliment her because it goes to her head, and then
she's one of the Knoxxers. I gotta shout it out.
No, she's not. She's a Jack Packer. She told me that. I have proof.
What's wrong with being? Why you gotta be typecast?
No, you can only pick one. I told her that. You can only pick one.
What? There's always room for Jello. I just told you that.
Not if you have had turkey. I'm never going to be invited to the show again.
We're going to break camp right now, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Shay will be back next week, or I'll be back next week. But if we're not, the rookie will be here.
I'm going to cut you off right now. I'm going to cut you off completely. Let me tell you something, guys. You're watching Unpopular Review, the Challenge Edition. He's the Mike Knoxxx. I'm the rookie. And you might one day get an episode with all three of us, Mike Knoxxx, Shay Sawyer, and the Grand Poobah of UPR, and we're going to review the challenge. But you guys can continue following Unpopular Review. There's so much stuff going on. There's links going to the wrestling page if you care about wrestling. And if you're interested in all the entertainment stuff, like the Mike Knoxxx himself said, you can check out this Sunday, right? We'll be reviewing Wakanda Forever. Is going to be great. It's going to be emotional. My man right here said he's going to watch it twice, so you guys should check it out at least once. Check it out. The review is going to be great. It's going to be a great cast of people. Also this weekend, we're having another UPR battle. It is going to be the bad guy against Cedar Superior. It is going to be Nicole from Great World of Gumball something against Princess Fiona from Shrek. I plan on being 2 in a row because I'm great. All I do is win. You know that song by DJ Khaled? That song was for me. There you go. I think I said what I said, Michael.
Khaled. All right,
Michael.
Y'all. We out here, y'all. We see y'all next week.
Thank you for watching this edition of Unpopular Review. While you're at it, why don't you give us a follow on these beautiful social media platforms known as Facebook and Twitter at Unpopular Review. But there's another one. Give us a follow on Instagram. We got funny pictures, we got updates, and we have things where we tell you everything that's going on. So why don't you give us a follow on Instagram at unpopular.review. And now, back to the show.